So now we'll see the web view demo, how we can create a web view inside our application. So for this I'll go to the Xcode again, create new Xcode project, single view application, and the product name is web view demo. So next I will save this over here, then we'll move back to the iPhone SE. The storyboard, I'll change it to the iPhone SE. Then I will search for the web view. Right, there are two web views available. One is web view is deprecated and another is Webkit Web View. So we'll go with the Webkit Web View. Right, you can see the deprecated one on your own. Okay, so we'll go with the Webkit Web View, which is a full screen web view. But what we will do, we will create a simple application which will be working as a browser. Right, so browser will have a text field to get inputted value right over here. So we'll add one text field over here which will be having a URL which we need to load on this web view, and another one is button. Right, button will be named as go. Fine, so we'll be having this UI. Now again, one thing is we need is a progress bar to show the progress, how how much your page is loaded right now. So for this I will search for the progress bar or progress view, and I will put this progress view over here, right, from here to here. So it will look like a loading the page. Fine. Now again, what things we need to do, we need to have outlets of this text field, progress view, and your web view, and action for this go button. So go for it over here in view controller. I'll create outlets where you can connect it via assistant editor as well, right? So I'll use over here my web view. Web view is of type Webkit Web View, right? So we need to import a Webkit to get a web view. So I'll import Webkit, then I can use WK Web View, Webkit Web View, WK Web View. Fine. At the rate IB outlet where then progress view UI progress view, right? IB outlet where what again text field txt URL, we'll use UI text field at the rate IB outlet where next thing is web view progress bar, and done, right? So, no, we need to add action for that button, not an outlet. We'll add an action. So here add action IB action function then we'll add go button rest render UI button we'll be having this over here. Fine. Now we'll connect outlets and actions over here. So first we'll connect the web view. Right click on the web view, new referencing outlet to the view controller, and then my web view. Text field, new referencing outlet to the view controller, txt URL. Then we need a progress view. Right click, progress views outlet to the progress view. Then we need action for this button. Which event? Touch up inside. Right. So we'll go with the go button press. Now we have connected all these things. So we'll go with the business logic now. Right. Now we'll go with the business logic. So say what we will do. We will, any problem? Just hold on. Okay. So see, now let's continue over here. Now we will add a business logic to get the URL from text field and then load the web view. To load the web view, what we'll do, we'll get the URL from the text field first, right? So here I will get the URL. See, I will create a let str URL in string format is equal to txt URL dot text. Fine. Here we'll get the text URL. When I press the button, I will get that URL from the text field. Fine. Now again I need to create a URL from the text field. That URL will need to load on the web view. So before that we'll see what kind of parameters we need in a web view to load. So my web view dot load. So load will have request which is of type URL request. So we need to create URL request. So we'll create one request. Let request is equal to URL request. Right. Now this URL request will need URL. So we'll create a URL. Right. URL. Right. Which will be having a string type here. So I'll put a string over here. Now instead of string I can put str URL, right? And I'll put this URL over here to make a request. Fine. Now this request will go over here to load. So WebView will load. Got it? Now this will load the URL. This will load the URL. Those variables are optional, so that's why we need to unwrap it. Now see, WebView is loading now. Now we need to show the progress of the loading. To get the progress, we are having one property of WebView, that is estimated progress. Right? It will give you the particular count, how much your web page is loaded on the WebView, right? Or how much your request is loaded on the WebView. So what we will do, we will observe this property, right? will observe this property. So in iOS we are having one special functionality that we can observe things, and as per if those things are changing, then we'll get the callback or event of that change. We'll get the event of that change. So see here how we'll use observe key and the value. Okay, use add observer, right? Add observer object to observe, right? It will be having a self observer. For key path it is in string format. So here we will use that which property, estimated progress property. So I'll copy this and paste it over here. Fine. For key value observing options I will put here new. For the context I will put nil. Right now this will observe this property of WebView. Now where you will get the events if it is changed. So you need to implement one method over here, that is observer observe value for key path. Correct. So here we can check which key path it is. If key path is equal to this key path, if key path is equal to this path, then what we will do, we will change the progress views path, a progress views value. So progress view dot progress is equal to, we'll put the value of web views, my web view dot estimated progress. Progress view dot progress is equal to estimated progress, right? Fix it by putting it or convert it to the float. Fine. Now it will give you the progress on a progress bar. Any problem? Right, so let's see. We have connected it. Yes, we have connected the outlets and we have connected the actions as well. So we'll run this on iPhone SE now. Right now right, so it's showing 50% loading by default because the value is added of default value over there, right? We can change it, but we'll change it later. So see here what I will do, I will use one URL over here, http colon double slash www.codecool.com. It's codecool.com. So I will press go, then it will show you the screen. It's not showing the progress, right? Okay, that's fine. Why it's not showing? So one thing we are remaining with. So see, I'll stop this. I'll first change the value of progress view to the 0, right? By default is 0. Then we are remaining with one change in info.plist. If you are using HTTP calls in your application, right, which are not secure, HTTPS is secure connection, right? So if you are using HTTP calls in your application, so it will not allow you to access. So you need to add one app transport security key over here in info.plist, right? Drop it, click on plus, allow arbitrary loads. Now change it no, from no to the yes. Okay, now it will allow you to use HTTP calls. So I will run it again. So see, it will give you an estimated progress over here, right? Oh yes, correct. See, right? So see, this is blank. Now it will start the loading over here. See, show what I will do, http colon double slash www.codecool.com. Go. Now see, right? It's loading. See here. Our CodeCool website is there. See, still it's loading. So we can scroll it. You can use the full website as it is. See here. Then now one thing is we need to hide this progress bar when it's completed, right? So we'll do one thing over here, that progress view dot hidden is hidden property to false, and here if progress view dot progress is equal to 1, if it is 1, then we will hide the progress bar is hidden will be true. Fine. And by default progress bar is hidden, so we can set it over here, the hidden property from the storyboard, right? Now see, so see here we are having our view with the text field only. So text field will have http colon double slash, sorry, double slash dot, go for it, and it will start the loading. Fine. Now see, if I click on any of the button, it's working, right? So if I go to the mobiles, read more, it will start loading. Fine. Again hides, so it's running very well. Fine. So if I change the URL, like if I go to the iOS Swift, then it should change the URL over here, correct? So for this, what we'll do, we'll need to add one simple change over here. That means we will change the text field text as per the Webview's URL dot absolute string, right? So when you click other URL on the web page, it will be available over there. So see, http colon double slash fine. Got it? So if I go over here, and see, URL is changed, completely changed. Swift, see here. Fine. Any problem in this? So we'll get our syllabus as well. Fine. So this is up to the Webview demo. Okay. So guys, see you later.